New Year, everyone. It's Amanda here with your January 2019 RUNESCOPE plus 2019 preview. I'm doing things a little differently this year. Your 2019 RUNESCOPE, covering the whole year, is available over on my Vimeo channel. You'll find the link below. It's 2 readings covering first 6 months of the year and the second 6 months of the year. Those are, they take a lot of time, effort, and energy. It's 2 readings per sign. So those will be available over on Vimeo from now on. Again, just follow the link below. Your 2019 Career and Finance RUNESCOPE is also available over there if you want to take a look at specifically money and career and job and studies and all of that stuff. So lots of cool information over there. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already. But for this reading, yes, I will be using, in conjunction with our runes for January, the Medieval Scapini deck by Luigi Scapini. One of my favorite decks, as you've noticed if you watch my videos. But also then we are going to pull 1 card from the Viking Oracle. We're going to pull 1 rune. These are rune cards. This is the deck I use in my private sessions. We're going to get 1 rune to get an idea of what the year holds for each sign, and then we will be pulling 1 Major Arcana tarot card from the classic Rider-Waite deck by Pamela Coleman Smith and Arthur Edward Waite. So, instead of spiritual guidance, we're just going to do it all right here on YouTube, and then you can go over on Vimeo and check out the yearly stuff. But just want to take a moment, as I always do at the start of every new year, to thank those of you who have been following me, who have whether recently or from the beginning. I am in the middle of my 5th year here on YouTube, so I really, really appreciate all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments, and all the people who book readings with me, particularly my regular clients out there. You know who you are. Thank you so much for choosing me to read for you, whether you're choosing me here on YouTube or to book a private session with me. I totally appreciate it, and want to thank you, as I do every year, just sending out holiday and New Year's blessings. So thanks so much. If you are new here, welcome. Please do click the subscribe button so that you can get notified whenever I upload new content. And without further ado, let's jump in and see what 2019 holds. Hey, happy birthday, Capricorn. Let's get your runes cast for January. And see how you're starting off your birthday month and the new year of 2019. And if I say 2018 for a while, I may slip up and say that for a few months. It always kind of takes me. I do mean 2019 if I say, whatever's written on the video, whatever's in the title, that's the right year. Just gonna throw that out there because I know it's gonna happen. Until I get used to saying 2019. Runes for Cappies. There they are. Woo. So as always, Capricorn, keep in mind these are general readings. So some of these messages will hopefully apply to you, but others that come through are probably going to be for other Capricorns that are watching, whose circumstances are, not the same as yours. So you can always check out the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages, information, or get some clarification on your sun sign reading. But if you need more specifics, would like more specifics, you would need to book a private session with me. I do those on Skype. I do have 30-minute sessions always available, but through February 28th, I will be offering my 1-hour New Year's sessions. It's 2 readings, just like the general RUNESCOPE for the year I've posted over on Vimeo. So, all of the information, the links are below. You just email me to set up an appointment, and we can get that on the schedule for you. But in general, for January, challenge or focus, we do have the Lover's card. So there's a decision to make. Here. But then you've got some really good runes around this too. So yeah, there's a big decision to make, a choice to make at some point here in January, Capricorn, and it could have something to do with who you want to be in a relationship with. Do you want to take a relationship to the next level? Somebody may be proposing to you. Maybe somebody proposes on New Year's Eve or proposed over the holidays. Maybe you are proposing to someone, Capricorn. You know, it doesn't have to have anything to do with love. This could be choosing between two job opportunities as well. But with the runes here, it does seem like this is more for many of you personal and involving personal life. So, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, Capricorn. It could be any relationship where you're faced with a choice here. But it doesn't seem like it's like two good options, whatever this is. So actually this challenge doesn't really seem like a challenge at all here for me. But yeah, this could also be like someone else is getting married. There is news of this, or someone's getting engaged. And but it could bring up like, yeah, a choice for you as well, regarding like, you know, how you're gonna get there. You know, can you travel at that time, like whenever the wedding is, or but yeah, the rune of joy is coming up here. So I really feel like there is a lot of positivity going on here in January. I don't really feel like the challenge is that big of a deal. If you do have a choice to make, I think it's between two good things. I mean, I guess that could be a little bit, you know, you're gonna feel karmically drawn to one option or the other. So one is just gonna feel more right than the other. So go with your intuition there, Capricorn. Try not to overthink it. Try not to get into the logic of it, which, you know, earth signs tend to do. You get caught up in the, you know, practical, logical, step-by-step situation, which is great, which is fine. But there is going to be one option that you're really, really feeling more, just feeling it more in your gut, you know, feeling more drawn to, or really maybe a little bit more excited about here. Others of you, maybe your challenge is like whether or not you're going to accept a proposal, or whether or not you want to commit to this relationship, or whether or not you want to take it to the next level, whatever that may be. So if you are single, if you're a single Capricorn, you know, you could meet somebody doing something that you enjoy, something for fun, something recreational. And it could be quite a serious relationship. I mean, this person could ask you out that same night, you know, or that same day you meet them. For those of you that are coupled, this could be something that you are deciding to do together. You could be and yeah, maybe there's a bit of a, like you have two options, two courses of action that you could take, and something you're going to put effort into though. So maybe some of you are like, you know, we're trying to decide if we're going to renovate the house, or we're trying to decide where we're going to go for our anniversary, or where we're going to go for our vacation, or where we're going to go for your birthday, Capricorn. And it's like we have two good options, but maybe you're disagreeing on where you want to go, or the schedule or something. So it's like, it's a good thing, but like actually narrowing down the choice, or picking an option, or deciding what to do and how to do it is where there's going to be maybe some discussion. But all in all, that's not a bad challenge to have there, Capricorn. Looks like January is going to be a pretty sweet month for you. In the present energy, so for some of you that'll be whenever you're watching this video. For others of you it would be the end of December into early January-ish. We've got the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is like, you know, making a decision. You're no longer kind of maybe at a stalemate with someone. There's movement, there's change, because in the upright this is about yeah, very much like a stalemate. Nobody's moving. It's also in the upright, in the traditional version, in the Rider deck, there's a blindfold on. You know, the person in the image has a blindfold on. They're like guarding their heart with the swords. So like sometimes it's like a willfulness in not seeing something. So when this is in the reverse, it is like you've taken the blindfold off. You're seeing things for what they are. You're seeing the situation in a very realistic way. And this is allowing you to move forward. It could also just be indicating that something that was blocked for you, maybe an avenue, a path, a job, an opportunity, a move, is finally opening up. So if you've been like, maybe like you and your mate have been trying to sell your home and have been consistently running into blockages, this is going to be removed in January, and you'll finally be able to move out, move on, because you do have AWAs here. New dwelling places, relocation, shifting, leaving one job for another, leaving one situation for another. Traveling. Many of you, I think, are going to be traveling in January. Others of you, maybe this is a new car. It could also be a new vehicle. Like, you know, maybe you're trying to decide with your honey, like what kind of car you're going to get. And you go on New Year's Day and get a new car. But yeah, something that was blocked here becomes unblocked or unstuck at the end of December into early January, and a decision is made. And you may have kind of given up on this, whatever this is. Could also be this relationship, you know, maybe you had kind of like given up that you would ever meet the right person, or you had given up that you would ever maybe reconcile with someone, or that you would ever get married or get engaged, or that this would ever turn into anything serious. And then lo and behold, here it's moving forward, you know. So very cool here, Capricorn. The help that's going to be available, we do have the 5 of Coins in reverse. So this could be a job opportunity for some of you, or like a side gig or an option to make more money, because the help that's coming in with this in the reverse is like if you've been dealing with like penny pinching, or kind of feeling like your finances have been a little squeezed. In 2018, it does seem January, there's a new offer coming in, there's a new opportunity coming in for you to make a change that's going to end that. You'll no longer be feeling like you're penny pinching, or that there's a lack of finances. It could also be coming through your partner for many of you. If you're married, it could be your partner that's getting a new job, getting a new, maybe a promotion, a new assignment. It may involve them, though, relocating or changing, like working in a different office, a different location. So some of you, it may involve a move here. But it's just the right fit for you, Capricorn, or the right fit for the two of you. And I feel like that's what this is. It's kind of like, this is the perfect job. It's the perfect kind of situation. It's in the perfect location, or it's in a place we've always wanted to move to, or it's in, it's just the right, and I think that's why you're feeling more drawn to one option than the other. Because remember, I'm seeing, especially with this 2 of Swords and the Lovers, I'm seeing 2 options coming in that someone is choosing between. So for some of you, this is maybe 2 homes. If you are moving in January, you're going to be moving into a home that maybe is a lower, it's going to be a lower house payment, or you're going to be able to save money. Maybe you're going from renting to buying, and you're going to be able to save money because the mortgage is so much lower than what you were paying in rent. So yeah, there's going to be an opportunity to bring in more money, but also kind of cut expenses for some of you. And that's why, so it is going to be good on the practical sense too. Your earth sign logic is going to be like, you know, this is such a great opportunity. You know, we can't pass this up. We got to jump on this. What must be accepted about January? We've got the 7 of Cups. So this is the card of lots of options, but it can become confusing a little bit. So not all of them are tangible with the 7 of Cups. Some of them are fantasy-esque. So, but again, I mean, you're going to do your due diligence and really dig in and figure out, like, if it's like choosing between two jobs, choosing between two lovers, you know, you're really going to kind of do your research and figure out who has your best interest at heart, or what is going to be the best opportunity for you. There is a potential here, Capricorn, in the month of January that somebody is trying to take advantage of you, you know, get you, one of these options is not going to be all that it seems. And I think that's why you're feeling pulled more, you know, intuitively to one than the other. So, because it does feel like maybe the other one, or at least something that's on the table in January, there is not all it appears to be. There's some illusion going on. So yeah, do beware of someone, or like a new, you know, an offer that's on the table that would be like taking advantage of you in some way. Or like, if you're purchasing property or moving, make sure you get the inspection done, and you know, like, everything that, you know, is going on with the house. And this will require patience. I mean, you know, you may feel like, oh, I want to act on this right away. I want to get us moved. I want to get this, you know, contract nailed down so I can get started and start bringing in more money right away. So yeah, but the runes are saying, take your time, don't rush it, which, you know, should be fine for Capricorns. I don't think you normally rush anything, but some of you, you know, it's your partner that this is coming through, and they may not be such a patient sign. So it may come to you to kind of hold on, to tell your partner to kind of hold back and maybe rein them in a little bit, you know, and be kind of like, well, wait a minute, we need to research this, or we need to get the inspection done on this house, or we need to make sure this property doesn't have anything wrong with it, or, you know, we need to really check and double check things here. Others of you, if this is like a relationship from the past that's coming back, I don't really have a lot indicating that, but I mean, if it is a reconciliation or somebody coming back from the past, it's like, there's something about it that this could be something you've dreamed about or fantasized about for a long time, this person coming back and apologizing and whatnot. And, you know, they may be coming back, but it may be kind of like, you're like, oh, okay, well, it's not coming in the way that you had envisioned it or dreamed about it, or it is, but it turns out that they haven't changed. And especially if they hurt you in the past, I think you're going to be very cautious anyway, but it may be tempting, Capricorn, at first to just kind of go all in, because they may be asking you to do that, like kind of go all in, or really kind of take a big risk on them again. And based on their past behavior, as much as you may emotionally want to do that, you may be like, well, hold on, again, that practical sense may be coming through to say, hey, well, wait a minute here. Same thing with the job. Maybe they're trying to get you in, or get you to start, or trying to get your partner to come in, get them to start really quickly, maybe more quickly than, so that they wouldn't be able to review the contract or really kind of figure things out. So anybody who's trying to rush you or your mate in January to make a decision, to make a big shift or change, that's when, you know, it's kind of a sign that it's like they want to get you in there before you find out what they're up to. Is kind of what I'm feeling with this, or before you look under the surface and see what something really is, and see all the maybe cracks on one option. Okay, the other one is golden, and I think that's the one you want anyway. So I don't feel like the right one. There will be this, like, you know, rush on it, no matter how the situation's working out for you, whether it's a relationship or a job or a home. The outcome is the Ten of Wands with the rune of money and offers. So there is an increase coming here in January. That's going to be the outcome of January. is increased money, a new job offer. You've got more money in the coffers. You're also just saving a lot of money, but you're very, very busy with the Ten of Wands. You know, so you could be taking on a job with more responsibility. You could be moving up, getting a promotion, or your mate could. But it may mean that they'll be gone a lot more, or maybe they have to travel for this job, and so they're going to be away a lot more. It's a lot of responsibility, but I mean, you're certainly up to the task here, Capricorn. This also comes with, you know, more work, but also the money to compensate for that. So yeah, it's more work, more effort. You know, do delegate what you can. Like if this is a promotion at the company you're already at, then yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to delegate, Capricorn, and let other people. You can be really bad at that sometimes. You know, delegating and asking other people to do things, because it's kind of like you know, you don't want someone to kind of sneak in and like take your position, and you're always kind of suspicious that people are gonna do that if you delegate. But I do feel like when the Ten of Wands comes up, it's like, you're not going to be able to do all this stuff. There's just not enough hours in the day. And nor are you supposed to. Don't take on extra. Don't take on extra. Don't agree to extra. Don't agree, yes, I'll do this. You know, companies are made up of people, not one person. So definitely let other people do their jobs. It may be your job to make sure they're doing their job. But yeah, if it's a team, sometimes it's tempting to kind of take on the stuff of other people's responsibilities just because you know you will do it right, or because you know you didn't like their approach or their idea or something like that. But Capricorn, I do think that you're gonna have to trust people to do their jobs. And with the Ten of Wands, normally people are quite capable. The people that you're either maybe supervising, or if you're like moving into a management position, everybody knows what they're doing. But everybody has a lot of work. So, you know, but it may be your job to kind of get work to people. Like you have to like send out decide who gets what assignment. You may be in like, yeah, assigning work to other people. And, you know, but it's cool because it comes with a pay raise. You're just going to have a lot less free time, you or your partner. But yeah, the Ten of Wands, it's like hard work, but you've never been afraid of that, Capricorn. So you're starting off January kind of with the best possible Capricorn reading here, with money coming in, financial, anything that's been like a financial drain, you're putting a stopper in it. And a big shift or change that's pretty exciting, and a choice to make. But again, I think it's going to be clear which way is the right way to go. But let's take a look at your 2019 preview. Like I said, we're not doing a spiritual guidance this month. We are going to just do the preview. I'm going to pull one rune and one major arcana tarot card and get a preview. Well, the rune you've got is Ehwaz in reverse, and it's on the table here. In January. What's our major arcana? The Chariot. Yeah, many of you are moving in 2019. It's going to be a theme of big changes. Leaving one job for another, being promoted, leaving one position for another, new vehicles, new modes of transportation. Some of you may be moving from one location to a bigger city where you don't have to drive anymore. Maybe you used to have to drive all the time, but now you're going to be like taking the train or Ubering everywhere, or you know, maybe taking the bus even. I mean, walking even. Maybe you're going to be so close that you can walk to work. But yeah, the Chariot is all about victory, overcoming obstacles, but it is also about the actual mobility and the ways that we get from place to place. The Chariot is also associated with the sign of Cancer. So there could be a lot of this energy happening around Cancer time in 2019, which would be end of June, early July. So summertime. Lots of travel in 2019 too for you as well. Like I said, you may be getting a job, Capricorn, that requires more travel or requires you to relocate or your partner to relocate. I would definitely, if you follow astrology, kind of take a look at what's going on in the probably the third house, because that rules travel. And I think long distance travel is the 9th house, if I'm not mistaken. So you may want to see like what planets are stacking up in there for you, the 9th and 3rd houses, and you should be able to get a good idea of what time this energy will really be most prevalent in 2019. But yeah, it's a busy year. And like I said, Cancer time seems to be like a big moment of this energy crystallizing in 2019. So yeah, change is coming, Capricorn, but and some of it you may not be thrilled with. We did have this in the reverse. It's not all bad though with this Rune in reverse. It just means like travel may come up at inconvenient times, especially if you're doing it for work, like maybe where you've committed to other things. And I'm seeing you really having to have a close watch or hold or pay more attention to your calendar. Because things could come up out of nowhere where you've got to travel and get on a plane and travel for work, or your partner does. And it could, it could be kind of like, oh, well, they're going to be gone and we have this big event scheduled and whatever. So, lots of theme around communication too here. Definitely letting people know when and where you're going to be on what dates, and communication between you and your partner too, making sure that you are, you know what the schedule is and they know what the schedule is and all of that. Or there could be some inconveniences or arguments, disagreements, etc. There could also be a surprise trip where you have to go visit someone who is not doing well. It was in reverse can sometimes mean like you got to go visit somebody in the hospital, or you got to, got to unexpectedly go be with someone or there with someone for a procedure, or you may have to take someone to the hospital, unexpectedly, because unexpected travel, unexpected news. But again, with the Chariot card, you're going to have extreme motivation to overcome your obstacles, and anything that's been kind of pulling you in two directions, you're going to be overcoming that and reining it in. Again, kind of taking the blinders off, and like this starts in January, actually. So, and seeing things for what they are, and just getting more clarity than maybe you've had in a while on certain situations and where you want to go. Or where things are going, and where you want to live too. Many of you Capricorns are going to be moving this year. I mean, the majority. If you're not changing jobs, moving jobs, you're moving, you're relocating just because you want to. So that's what I see, Capricorn. Again, check out the full 2019 RuneScope over on Vimeo, and your career and finance RuneScope over there. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you back here next month.